everybody, it is Marche and I'm back with Shay. So today I'm gonna just do like a little get ready with me. I'm gonna have to like look here and there so I can see like what I'm doing or whatever. Nothing major. This is not really like a makeup tutorial. It's just me kind of, I mean, y'all know what a get ready with me is. Just me talking. Today I got damage on my hair. I want to just kind of talk about my first trimester. I don't have no bra on because I'm at home. I'm comfortable. I don't have no notes for like this video. I'm just kind of going to go off of my experience off the top of my head. So if it seemed like I'm just everywhere, it's because I am. I already prepped my skin. With me being, so right now, I guess I should start from the beginning, right? So I'm 5 months pregnant. Today is December 14th. 5 months pregnant with a baby boy. One thing I could say for sure, like when I was just talking about my skin prep, is that my skin, it was already, so I have like combination skin, but more on the oily side. My skin is super dry. I already was dealing with like texture in my skin before I was pregnant, and it's more prevalent now. So today for my skin prep, I used the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid, and then I meant to use the La Roche-Posay double matte moisturizer, but I typically just use aloe vera. So I just went with it because I'm not going nowhere, for real. I'm just doing a video today. So I'm 5 months pregnant, so I guess it's like, how did I know, or how did I find out I was pregnant? So back in, I got pregnant towards the beginning of, it was like between July 28th and August 1st. So my birthday is August 21st, and my period typically was coming around like that between like the 20th and the 28th. So basically I was pregnant on my birthday, about maybe 3 weeks at that point. I was going on a cruise, so I was expecting my period to come on my birthday. So I had like got my bikini wax a few days prior, because I am not that girl that can get waxed on her period. It's just not, I don't know, that seems messy to me. Kudos to you if you do that though. So I'm like, all right, my period didn't come, because it's normal for me to kind of know, like I use the period tracker on my phone. So it's normal for me to kind of not get it till maybe the week after, which was on a cruise. I didn't want to get my period, excuse me, burping is another thing. I did not want to get my period on a cruise, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I wear pads. I do not wear tampons. As crazy as this may sound, I cannot stick a tampon inside of me. Like that is just, that's so weird to me. It's like, how can you not stick a whatever? I don't even stick that inside of me. So I had bought some tampons, and my boyfriend kept teasing me. You know, like he pays great attention just to me as a person. So he kept teasing me about the whole tampon thing while I was on the cruise. Like, you know, I had bought the, well, we had went to Miami first, a few days before the cruise took off. So he kept teasing me like, did your period come? Did you have to use it yet? Because he knew I was like, I'm not comfortable doing this. And I'm like, no, it didn't come or whatever. So I guess you can say like what signs, I didn't know there were signs back then, but what kind of could have been like tell-offs. In Miami, I did not like Miami. I don't know if I just genuinely don't really like Miami, but I did not like Miami, honestly. Before I got pregnant, I was drinking wine heavily and just, you know, like socially drinking a lot. I didn't really want to drink when I was on vacation, like at the hotel. The first night, we were trying to find stuff to do. Cause I went to Miami with like my older family members and my cousin. We're 5 years apart, so we were the youngest too. So trying to find something to do with a big age gap wasn't really ideal, anyways. So at the hotel, like that first night, I bought some wine and like little cocktail mixes and mixed that together. That was strong. Like I drank that. But I didn't really have the desire to like find a store and buy wine or whatever. Even when we were on the cruise, you could take like basically a bottle of wine with you. I had it, didn't touch it. I went on a 4-day cruise, but I was out of town for like probably a week. Barely touched the wine. On a cruise. Oh, so then let me kind of backtrack, right? I had gained like 20 pounds over the last year. So, and I hadn't really like been going to the gym. So when it came to my cardio, I already kind of knew where I stood with that. But I felt so freaking, it was like crazy. I just felt so out of shape when I was there. Like legit out of shape. And I'm like, dang, I know I haven't been working out or nothing, but I ain't never this out of shape. I was really tired, like really tired on a cruise. I'm not a cruise person. Like it was a cool experience. We went to the Bahamas, 2 islands in the Bahamas. So the cruise experience was like cool or whatever, but it's not for me. That's like even without being pregnant. But I was really, really tired. I'm a person where I already don't really like to be around people for a long period of time in a sense. But I was just like legit tired. I could have stayed. I could have stayed in my cruise cabin. For real, for real. The one night after we had went to dinner, my cousins and aunties and them, they were going to go check out one of the little shows on the boat. And I was like, yeah, I'll see y'all later, because I was knocked out. I didn't feel sick or nothing. I was just knocked out. I could have stayed asleep that night. I don't go to the club in my real, like my personal everyday life, but on the boat, they had a club there. And my one cousin, she is like 40 something and was out clubbing me. My other cousin, she was with us too. So I told them, like when I went back to the cabin, I told them that I'll go to the I'll meet them at the club. When I tell you, everything in me did not want to get up out that bed. I was, even though those beds in the cruise cabin was so tiny, like it was smaller than a twin bed, it was the most comfortable bed I've ever seen. Like I've never, I got some good sleep in that bed. Like some great sleep in that bed. I was knocked out. So I got up and I was just tired. So fast forward, like that's the trip. Okay, so basically I'm like, all right, I'm pregnant or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, no period, no nothing like that. The first, so I was doing my client makeup, and you know, I kind of told, I saw this post, and you know, people be like, don't tell people until you're like a certain months or whatever. And I saw this post, and it was like, the people that celebrate with you will agree with you. You know, so it was like, you tell people when you want to tell people. There's no like time frame to when you can tell, how early or how late you can tell people. So I kind of just told like people that's not super close to me first, because it's like, I just wanted to get it out, I guess. Well, I told my mama first, of course. She came home, so I was like, where are you at? Because I wasn't home, so I came home, and I'm like, where are you at? And she's like, I'm coming, like, yada yada yada. So when she walked in the door, I was like, so you get to be a real grandma now, because she's a cat grandma. I'm like, you get to be a grandma now. The first thing she said was like, you're not married. I'm like, girl, we are past that. You're just saying that because you feel like that's what you have to say or whatever. I'm like, you don't even like think like that or whatever. But she was like, no, I'm happy for you, like, you're grown and all this stuff. And she knows my boyfriend. So that's how I told my mama. Like I said, I'm chill for real. Like, I'm just really chill. So I told my auntie, and I feel like it's so invasive to ask somebody why they did not use protection. I'm just like, who asks people that? That's not your business. Because I have this thing, like, you don't know people's stories when it comes to getting pregnant or wanting to get pregnant. Like, you just don't know what people have been through. So certain things, I'm just like, it's not your business. And who really asks questions like that and stuff. But I just, you know, like with people, you kind of have to just ignore them, or like, okay, they're coming from this because of yada 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 yada. But my auntie was cool. Everybody basically was like, how do you feel about it? You happy? I'm happy. Like, that's that. Because I'm grown, and it's not like age shaming. It's just like, I'm literally 29. I went through my whole 20s with no kids. So I'm grown. So I was doing my client makeup, and she was like, her and my one friend, they both was like, you probably 2 months for real, because I had set up to go get like official testing, and I was 8 weeks when I went there. So I found the free health clinic where I live at. I live in Cleveland, so if you're in Cleveland, it's a really nice free clinic in Menor called the Ivy, and they have different resources for like if you don't want to keep your child and stuff like that. But they do free pregnancy testing with limited ultrasound. So my boyfriend and we went there, and oops, if I was doing a client, I would not do this. But these are my products. So I went there with my boyfriend, and everything was cool. When I heard the baby's heartbeat, I like wanted to just cry a little bit. I'm not like super emotional, but I am, if that makes sense to you, I guess. So we got the confirmation and all of that good stuff. So my symptoms, I told y'all this is kind of like over the place, but whatever. My symptoms at first, I was just really tired, like super tired. I was going to bed at like 9:30. Like, I would get tired at 9:30. I'm a really late night person, so I wouldn't go to bed until my sleep schedule had been off too. But I would not go to bed until like 2 or 3 in the morning and stuff like that. So I was just really tired. I'm a big coffee drinker. At first, I could not drink coffee, and I was kind of mad about it, but I was also okay with it as well. Yes, no, I could not drink coffee. I couldn't stand the taste of coffee, like, at all. So I was pretty okay with it, like, not having it and stuff like that. Nobody told me that when you are pregnant, you deal with stupid constipation, like not being able to have a BM. That is crazy to me. I was in so much discomfort and pain. It did not make no type of sense to me. And you know, I had to I didn't know what I could take per se. It was saying don't take like laxatives and stuff like that, but I don't know. I was like, it's kind of me right now, baby. It's me. I ain't being TMI, 'cause I'm gonna tell you, it hurted to try to pass stool. It hurted so much. The one time I literally like cried on my stairs, and I was telling my mom, like, this is just so uncomfortable. Like, it was bad. But what helped me, I looked at the paperwork that the doctors gave me, and I took Metamucil, the kind that you mix into your drink, and that made me go like no other. And then when I started drinking coffee again, that naturally kind of helped too. But I just tried to I don't have like a really high fiber diet. The other thing, the other symptom I had in my first trimester was not a symptom. I didn't have like a lot of nausea. I love steak. Can't stand the taste of steak right now. I think the other part I was saying was like, I'm not a sweets person. I am more of a chip person, but baby boy loves sweets a lot. So I didn't really, sorry. That's a thing too, indigestion. I didn't really deal with like a lot of nausea, or nausea, for those who want to be the freaking word pronunciation police. Shut up. I didn't have a lot of that in the first trimester, but for some reason now it's better the past 2 weeks. When I was like at 16 weeks, they were like, are you dealing with that? It should be away. I'm like, no, I feel like it's actually kicking up, and I didn't know you could get like medicine for it, so they gave me some, and it's like a PRN. That helped a lot. But also like lately, just certain things I can't eat, like breakfast sandwiches from Starbucks or sausages, that comes back up. So I've been dealing with throwing up and stuff like that. I haven't really had heartburn to this point. Yeah, no, like I've had very mild symptoms. My blood pressure was like higher, which is normal when you first become pregnant, but I'm grateful to be healthy. The baby is healthy. I just did my second ultrasound yesterday. I feel like right now, from when I've been to the doctor, I have a good doctor. I prefer to have like black doctors, but my doctor, she's not black, so I not pray before every single appointment that I have. She's been cool so far. My boyfriend has been able to go to most of my appointments. He's working a lot right now, but he went like yesterday. He's just as excited. I took my mom with me, but I was late to that appointment. I have a really great support system with my family and my friends. So I'm really happy about that one. This is like a really weird place to put makeup at, but you got to. Outside of my skin just doing what it do and me being extra hairy, like whatever. Can't see my vagina. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube, I don't know. But I can't see her, so I gotta put the mirror down there and stuff. Yeah, those like, I didn't really have like no crazy first trimester. My boobs got bigger. I think I'm a carry small, but we don't know because I'm only 5 months. But I think I'm carrying low, or like I'm probably carrying more in my back and stuff like that. He filled my hips out just a little bit. Gave me boobies. I was on Reddit and one lady was like, just wait till it's like, do you know your breasts can become, your areolas can become as big as salamis? She's not lying. Like, they not big, but they're bigger. So it's like some little cool, interesting type of stuff going on with that. I didn't do a gender reveal because I'm just not into gender reveals. Like certain things I'm just not into. I'm more into my baby shower and putting my effort into that. I said as my bump gets more pronounced, I will take my maternity pictures, and like right now I have to work with my life, so I'm not a big DIY person. But yes, I would want to work with a certain, like, you know, like the actual independent photographers. But I'm about to just go to JCPenney because too, when stuff kind of just I just got a lot going on in my life. It's not nothing bad. I just don't have the mental capacity to hold a lot of planning for stuff. So I'm about to go to JCPenney and have them do my pictures and call it a day. And it's a good, it works for my budget, our budget as well. So it's been easy so far. It's been like other things, like with work and stuff, but it's been easy so far. I have not had any like negativity around me, and I wasn't gonna allow any negativity to be around me either. I did have one lady make a comment. So you just like certain people in your life, you just know how people are. So I wasn't even gonna tell this lady like I'm pregnant. It's like you're gonna just find out when you find out, because she's not somebody that's like I'm super close to anyways. But she just made a comment and was like, I was telling my cousin like I'm pregnant, and so when I was leaving, she was just like, did I overhear you say you're expecting? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm not a confrontational person, but if you make me feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna feel some type of way and kind of like let you know. And she just kind of looked at me like she was disappointed, and she was like, I don't want that for you. I wanted you to go out and live your life. And it's like, who you're projecting. I get people trying to like give you advice in good faith or whatever, but also people like to project on you as well. And because I'm like, who said I haven't went out and lived my life? And who says that your life stops when you have a baby? I get like the being realistic, about stuff, but I also just know how my mentality is, and I don't look at having a kid as my life stopping, because it didn't stop my mama life. She did what she wanted to do still, and she was a single mom when she had me. So I'm like, I don't think like that. I wasn't raised to think like that. And I'm like, I don't even live a life where I'm doing stuff where a kid can't be involved. So I'm like, and I always said, like, whenever I got pregnant, whatever I do, my kid is gonna be there with me. We're gonna see how this goes. It might be too deep. But I'm just like, my kid is gonna go with me. So her saying that was negative. And I wasn't feeling it, because my cousin, she was just like, yeah, I saw you. Y'all be doing my contour whichever way, but it be working. She was like, yeah, I saw your facial expression like change or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, like, girl, forget her. Like, you're not even, not being rude, but I'm just like, you're not even a person that's gonna kind of be a core part of my child's life. And my boyfriend, he just he was not feeling it, like, at all when I told him or whatever. That was like the only negative encounter I've had. My energy is much better now. Well, my energy, it depends on the day, honestly. Some days I forget, I don't like feel pregnant, and then other days I get the reminder like, girl, you pregnant. I have days where all I can do is just lay in bed and not do anything, and my cousin, she keeps telling me like, you have to give yourself grace. So I tell myself, like, I just hear her voice in my head. When I say I don't care, I just don't care about certain stuff right now, because like I said, I don't have the mental capacity for a lot of things. So I'm kind of just flowing with life. I'm in a decent space. It's not where I want to be at, but I'm also not in a bad place either, which is a blessing. I'm just flowing because I tell myself everything is going to work out how it's supposed to work out. And as long as my boyfriend and I, we just work together, because we weren't working against each other, we were just trying to handle our own things, I guess, on our own. So I told him like, hey, I noticed we're doing this and it's kind of making it harder, so let's work together a little bit more. And he was like, same thing, I noticed that too. So it's just all about communication. Our relationship is in a good place. All that type of stuff. I do not watch nothing regarding labor and delivery, because I'm scared as shit with that process. And that's just because I don't know what to expect, and everybody's labor and delivery is different. And also, I don't have a strong stomach, so even when I think about giving birth, I've always been like this. I get this certain feeling in my body. So I said the closer I get to my due date, I'll start to gather like more information and stuff like that. But I don't watch nothing pertaining to labor and delivery. I don't know, I'm just really excited to meet my baby, and whoever else is watching this, if you're like pregnant or whatever, I just hope that you give yourself like some grace. Okay, so my phone is so ghetto and annoying that I have no storage. I was at the end of my talking points that I can kind of remember anyways, but this is the final look. So if you, I got makeup, why would I just do that? If you want to share your experiences, or just leave a comment. Feel free to leave it down below, and I'll see you in the next video.